Hi, it is approximately 1:29 in the morning, and when I start getting bored and doing things, I start to actually think a lot about opinions that people say or something that someone says. And I've been watching The Daily Show and The Colbert Report, and I don't know which one it was on, but it was on about these rich people doing this big thing, and then these other guys were actually protesting outside of Washington D.C. I think it was, and they were saying about how that rich need to pay more money, and I believe that's right because you've got all these people that need jobs, that are in poverty, and everyone expects them to pay taxes just like they do. Well, newsflash, people, they obviously can't if they're in poverty or if they're homeless because that means they have no job. Which means that our government needs to get their asses in gear and needs to actually come up with more jobs. And I mean, even when they say that a high school diploma or a GED is the same thing, yeah, it may equal out to the same thing, but there's a lot of jobs out there that won't even take a fucking GED, that they will only take a diploma. And I honestly think that's horrible. Because that tells that other person, oh, well, you can't work here, and then that leaves them out of a job. I have an experience where one of my friends, it actually took her 9 months to get one job because she only had a GED. And that's horrible. That seriously is. That's basically telling us that we're lower than that other person when we're really not. Everyone's the same equality. And there was this one poster that said eat the rich, meaning like take their money or at least put it towards a charity or something that could be good. I mean, half the rich people, all they do is shop for shoes and clothes and everything like that. I mean, that's so wrong. That money could be going to so much more use. It really could. I mean, why would you want to spend like thousands of dollars on dresses and stuff? I mean, you could pay like $350 for a dress for one night, and then you could save that dress for like another night. Like, say you went to a wedding or something, and you bought like a bride's dress that was like $1,000. Obviously, if you go to another wedding that has the same colors, or if you go somewhere else that has a nice theme, you could obviously use that. But no, these rich people have to sit there and blow money. And half of Congress and everybody like that does the same thing. Like I said before, I'm not really into politics or whatever the hell you want to call it. I just like some of the opinions that people have. I mean, the rich people think, oh, well, we should make them pay more taxes. Well, here's the thing. The more we pay, the more you get. That's just how it works. But what you rich people need to do is to step off your high motherfucking stool and actually help other people out. I mean, it's not fair to other people if you keep telling us that we need to pay taxes and you have all this money that you can actually give to people to help them out. I mean, rich people could fucking buy a homeless person a house and get them a job. That's all the people are actually asking for is just a helping hand. That's all. And then just for someone to actually step up and put a job out there for someone. I mean, my one friend is she has a diploma and she's capable of getting a job and everything, but no one will hire her. Because it's either she's not qualified, which I'm sure if you have a diploma and a college degree, you're more than qualified. But I mean, it's even more worse when someone goes to actually go from college to an actual job, but they can't find the job they want because there's not any position open for it. That's what I think is horrible. Like, seriously. I mean, to me, it's disgusting how rich think that because they have so much money that we need to pay them more. Hello, maybe if you'd help out a lot of other people. I mean, Africa, for instance. I'm not racist. I'm just saying. Or like over in Afghanistan and stuff. They're like, they have like nothing. And no rich person will take even a second out of their day just to contribute or just to think about how bad it is over there. Just to even send maybe $50 over there. A person couldn't even do. And I'm sorry, but this video is getting put on YouTube, and if I get in trouble for it, I really don't give a crap because I'm saying the truth. Like, they honestly need to help us out. Like, I mean, why should we sit here and pay for what they are going to be able to get. Any money that you give to the government and they have a really nice job, they're going to be making it all over again. Why can't they just help other people out? There's kids, I mean, there's people that live on the street, and then there's these people, and I've seen this happen, and I feel so bad for these people that live on the street, because, I mean, there's people that will sit there and they won't even make eye contact with the homeless. And I think that's just disgusting, because that's telling the other person, oh, well, you're lower than dirt, you're not going to amount to anything. That's horrible. You can't even, there's people I know that won't even give a person a penny, because they think, oh, well, it's my money, I'm rich, I don't need to give a penny at all. That's just horrible. I mean, if I was rich, if I seriously was a very rich person and I knew I was going to make a lot of money no matter what, I would put at least $3 to $4 million and give it to, like, Afghanistan or Africa or a third world country or, like, a charity or a homeless shelter that actually needs it, instead of buying a shitload of clothing that I would not even really need. I mean, I know the sayings how girls or even guys have this thing where they're all like, oh, well, no one can ever have enough clothes. That is actually very false. You can have clothes that you don't need. Like, you seriously can. And no one wants to believe me on this. And I stand on my point and my opinion that everyone will always be that way. I mean, personally, I only have like a few things of clothing, but I'm fine with that. Because no one needs like 100 pairs of fucking pants. I'm sorry. No, you don't. Because there's only 7 days in a week. So you only need 7 pairs of pants. Well, that's how I look at things. But I mean, it all depends on, like, I guess, like, the person's opinion, how they are and stuff. But, like, the one that I stand on is that the fact that why pay so much money for something that you could easily give that money to charity or to someone that actually needs it. I mean, I'll be honest, the glasses I'm wearing now, yeah, they're $10. They're a prescription, but they're only $10 because they came from the dollar store. And I really don't care what anyone says. I really don't. I mean, I have a job and I'm working my hardest to get down to South Carolina to my friends and everything. And I'm working on it. I really am. And I've been working on that for like months now. And I'm getting there. I mean, I've got money saved up and I'm getting there. And that's another point I have. Like, we have to work our asses off. Lower class to like kind of middle class have to work our asses off just to make maybe $400 a week or even every 2 weeks just to be able to do anything with money. But the rich people, they don't even have to lift a finger. Some of them even have maids. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a job for one person, but when you look back at it and you actually see everything, I mean, it's horrible. And then what I think is even horrible is that there's kids in my high school. Well, I'm out of high school now, so I'm done with school. There's kids up there that would terrorize the shit out of you if you didn't wear Hollister or Aeropostale, or if you were just poor as shit. And that's just wrong. I mean, it is. Why make fun of somebody? We are all human beings. We all have the same insides. Nothing, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's just horrible. And then there's people that fucking buy these yachts. Like I said before, all that money could go to more than just clothing or a yacht or anything like that. It could go to a charity or a kid that has cancer. I mean, it could go to Cancer Society to even find a cure. Or, like, I was watching Home Extreme Makeover the other day, and this girl was hit by a car, broke both of her legs, and lost one, and she was only 7. And the only money that anybody would ever give to her was $1,000. I mean, sure, that's a lot of money to the kids, but I mean, that's only going to pay for, like, not even half of the expenses that you would need for that. And I honestly just feel that people need to step up more and put their ass more in gear. The government needs to crack down make more jobs, open more opportunities for people, and crack down on the rich. Because as far as I'm concerned, the rich ain't helping a fucking thing in this United States. They aren't. All they're doing is being